Welcome back to another episode of Coffee Talk. I can't believe you're tuning in for the second. I guess the first one wasn't a complete disaster. I'm Father Josh and this is Audrey. And we have an exciting episode for you today. And we are going to be discussing that Catholics actually are scientists and participate in science. So it'll be a fun episode. And Audrey, what do we have planned?
So we are playing a really cool game. Father and I are going to be blindfolded, and Ronaldo's going to be our assistant, and we are going to be tasting cotton candy and guessing what flavor. So we've seen the colors. I don't know, but we're not going to see it when we have it in front of us, and we are going. So we're going to blindfold ourselves.
That was the most complicated explanation.
We're tasting cotton candy, people. Okay.
Thank you.
And where's the cotton candy from, Father? Because you judged me for it.
I don't know.
It's from Home Goods.
Oh, home goods store.
So we're blindfolding ourselves. Don't look at the cotton candy.
Oh, hold on.
Blindfold yourself.
Oh, hold on, switch it up. I already saw it.
No, that's fine. Blindfold. We both have the same color.
But I know what color it is.
We both have the same color. That's okay. Just because you know the color doesn't mean you're gonna know
The flavor?
the flavor.
Yes, it does. All right. Are we ready?
Yes. So the cotton candy in front of you.
This is cotton candy.
Yes, this is cotton candy. It's kind of sticky because it's a little humid down here. So we're just gonna taste it.
All right. Are we ready? Hold on. Let's dink it. All right.
I don't know where you're.
Oh yeah, that's true. All right. Let's just eat it.
Blindfold.
1, 2. All right. Oh, one.
You gotta put the whole thing in your mouth.
I'm a super
The
taster.
whole piece of cotton candy in your mouth.
I'm a super taster, so
How does it taste?
I'm gonna guess lemon.
I'm gonna guess lemon as well.
That's no.
You didn't get a hint of anything else. Like I'm getting like
Lucky Charms,
yeah, but I'm getting
Fruit cereal.
like a cheesy flavor in mine.
All right. So when do we find out if we won or not?
So we have a couple pieces on our plate so we can taste them.
Oh, all of them?
Yeah.
Oh. All right. All right. Are we doing the next one?
Yeah.
All
Okay,
right.
ready? Go.
All right. It's sticking to my teeth. I can feel the.
I'm getting like a crunchiness in mine, aren't you?
No, it tastes cheap. Like you didn't buy this at a real store, like the home goods store. All right. Next.
Okay, go.
What flavor?
I'm getting like a cheddar flavor for this one, aren't you?
Nope. Strawberry. I guess strawberry. Next.
Okay, go for it. My last one.
I feel like something's gonna happen to me. All right.
You got no crunchiness in yours because mine are very crunchy.
No.
I don't get this.
What flavor was your last one?
My last one was orange.
All right. Who won?
Ronaldo, who won?
Audrey.
Guess what, Father? Take your blindfold off.
They were all the same flavor.
They were all the same flavor.
Oh my
but yours had a
gosh.
special surprise that I'm shocked you didn't taste.
I didn't taste anything except that nasty cotton
Ronaldo,
candy.
bring out what Father just ate 4 of. And he didn't even taste them, guys.
Are you kidding me?
You ate,
Oh my
you
gosh!
ate 4 of these. 4.
I can feel them crawling inside of me.
4 larvae that were cheddar flavored in his cotton candy.
Lord have
He
mercy.
tasted.
Oh.
We also have another surprise that I didn't tell you about. We're going to be tasting some fun soda flavors. I'm not going to tell you what the flavor is. I will also taste them with you because I put you through the bug torture. I'm actually shaking trying to pick one of these up.
It actually is much better if you don't know it's coming.
This is what this is. You ate 4 of them. I also was not blindfolded at all.
Now I feel like I can feel them in my throat.
They're cheddar flavored.
All right, next. Let's
Okay,
bring it on.
So we're going to taste these together. I won't put you through
Is
the
one
bug.
of these like a liquid?
So
like,
if you feel like the need to, that way. Okay?
what is in here? All right, let's do it. All right,
Okay.
1, 2. Maple syrup. Maple syrup.
That's part of it, but it's also bacon.
Oh, it tastes actually pretty good.
I don't like it at all.
Is that a real soda?
That's a real soda.
I'm
It's a
totally
bacon.
buying that.
Okay.
That's a good soda.
That's a disgusting soda.
All right. Next, let's use coffee to cleanse our palates.
There's a bug on the table. Sorry. I'm glad I didn't eat the bug.
All right.
Okay.
I didn't know that.
This one I'm actually nervous for, but
I don't care. I don't know what
that
they are,
way,
so
if
it
you're
makes.
gonna upchuck that way.
Oh, this is rotten egg, isn't it? Movie theater butter.
No, but I'm actually surprised by this one.
Movie theater butter.
No.
Movie theater butter. If I keep
You
saying it, it'll just be
going.
true.
No, it's Cool Ranch dressing.
Oh, really? I
Which it
kind of like that
doesn't-
one
it
too.
doesn't- It's got a sweeter flavor than ranch. I expected something different,
Ugh.
but I'm not.
It's not the worst thing in the whole world.
No,
Okay, I'm fine. Bring it on. We've got another one.
that's it. You take 4 bucks.
Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Oh. Maybe I'll have another. No, I'm
I
just
dare
kidding.
you.
No, I'm just
I
kidding.
dare you,
No, I'm
Peter.
done. I'm done. I didn't even. Did I really eat 4 of those
You
things?
ate 4 of those.
All right, so let's get on with what we came here for.
Yes.
Which, this has. What are we doing?
We're doing our coffee talk now.
Okay.
So- Okay, so we tried cotton candy and we tried nasty soda. You took it a lot more calmly than I anticipated.
I didn't know what they were, so it didn't bother me.
I'm shocked. I was hoping for like the classic.
I've probably eaten worse
reaction.
stuff not knowing what it was in my whole life. So, all right, next we are going to do a Catholic, not saints, but like Catholic scientist draft. So we're gonna pick 2 each to draft onto our team of who has the best Catholic scientist. And this is really trying to show that, you know, the church and faith actually do go together. No. This is trying to show that faith and science actually do go together.
It's kind of like our Final Fantasy football draft, but with scientists that are Catholic.
Exactly. Not Final Fantasy, just fantasy football. Just fantasy
Whatever.
football.
Whatever.
And we're gonna whoever has the best Catholic scientist draft picks, put it in the comments below because
I will.
I'm gonna win. So
You're gonna lose because mine are awesome. So do you want to go first with your first?
no, you go first.
Okay.
I don't know who you picked actually.
We each picked 2. I'm deciding which one I want to go. I'm gonna go with Father George Lemater.
Say that again.
Father George Lemater. Sorry.
Say that again.
Father.
Georges Lemaitre.
That's his name.
Okay.
You probably have seen his name in a textbook because he was the theorist who theorized. Say that 10 times fast. Theorist who theorized the Big Bang Theory. He's
Boom.
really cool. He was a Belgian priest, astronomer, and physicist. He hypothesized the primeval atom or the cosmic egg. So the idea that the universe started from one central point and everything is spreading out from that, which is considered Hubble's law. Really, it's the Hubble-Lemater law, because as more information came out, him and Mr. Hubble kind of collaborated on that thought. But what's really funny is Einstein actually initially rejected Father Lemater's idea of the Big Bang because Father Lemater used Einstein's theory of relativity to kind of figure out the math behind it, because back then they didn't have the technology, and we still don't have the complete technology to be able to look extremely, extremely far into the universe and analyze different points. But I really loved him because, number one, the Big Bang Theory is the most widely accepted theory of how our universe was created. But actually, and we were discussing this earlier, Pope Pius XII had made a statement that the Big Bang Theory explained God. And Father Lemater actually disagreed with that because it was still a theory when it was first, and it still is a theory, but he was trying to recognize someone else could come along and explain more about this. This is not finite proof. When something is a theory, it's not fact. It's not,
Wow.
we're still figuring it out, but he's pretty cool. Big
Sounds
Bang
like
Theory.
it. You put way more work into that than I did, so I can't wait to see what's
I love
next.
science.
All right.
You're going with your first one now.
Oh, am I?
We're gonna
Okay.
alternate.
So I'm picking my first one, and it's William of Ockham. He's actually he's super famous. One, he was a Franciscan, and he was really good at mathematics. He loved coming up with new mathematical theories and all sorts of different things. But what he's really known for is something called the Occam's razor. Have you ever heard of the Occam's razor?
Is that like an actual physical razor?
No, it has nothing to do with an actual physical razor. Okay.
I don't know.
So Occam's razor is a scientific principle that actually is still used to this very day. Basically, this is what it says, and it's pretty simple. That if you have 2 scientific theories that are competing with one another, usually the simplest explanation is going to be the correct one. It's probably really good for our spiritual lives too. But so Occam's razor is a scientific principle still used today. William of Ockham lived a really, really long time ago. He was a cool dude, Franciscan, holy man. That's who I choose.
He's okay, but my last one, I got yours topped. Because I chose Blessed, now hear that again, Blessed Nicholas Steno.
I didn't hear anything.
First of all, he's on his way to sainthood. Pope John Paul II, Saint Pope John Paul II, made him blessed back in 1988. He beatified him. But Bishop Nicholas Steno was the father or the founder of modern stratigraphy, which is the study of rock layers. I know that sounds nerdy to you, but rocks are pretty cool, people. I think they're really cool. I've got fossils. I've got more under the table. I won't be that nerdy. But he was born in 1638, so it means he lived during the Black Plague, which, if you lived during that and survived, was pretty awesome in and of itself. But what I really loved about Blessed Nicholas Steno, and I'm still fascinated with it, is that he questioned Descartes. He questioned the modern thought of that time, and he didn't take it at face value like most people did. And he took that. He was actually a convert to Catholicism. He was Lutheran before. He converted to Catholicism, questioned modern thought of that time, informed science in geology and in paleontology. He was actually one of the modern founders of paleontology. And he was just really cool. And I really love the idea that he questioned things. He didn't just take it at face value, and that informed his spirituality, informed his faith. But in the scientific realm, he pioneered geology, and he added to the thought that fossils were not just born in the rock. They weren't just created there, that they were actually living organisms. He wasn't the first to think that. There were many before him, Da Vinci being one of them, way back in the time. But he added to that thought, and he actually added to the thought of anatomy, the Stenson duct, the pathway between your salivary glands and your mouth. He explained more about that structure, and that duct is named after him.
Wow, because we all know what that is. But I have a saint. No, he's not a saint.
He's
I'm
not
sorry.
a saint. Mine's a saint.
I have a priest that's actually useful in what he invented. This is Father Julius Neuland. He is from Notre Dame in Indiana. He was a Holy Cross father, and he was a scientist who worked in all sorts, I think he was like some sort of physicist is what they describe him as. But what he invented is something that everyone uses all the time.
Does everyone use it?
Yes, everybody uses it. It's called neoprene. You probably heard of it. If you've ever seen a wetsuit on a diver, if you've ever seen a case that lines a computer, a lot of times it's neoprene. Sometimes jackets are made out of neoprene. So my stomach is starting to hurt. I think it's the centipedes. But he is a super useful saint. No, he's not a saint. He's a super useful.
Yeah, get your facts straight.
His invention was super useful, is what I'm trying to say, and it's something that we still use. And he was a Catholic priest, and he sold his idea to DuPont, and they marketed it, and we have this great invention of neoprene today.
So guys,
it's obvious who won.
it's not obvious who won. It's really obvious that I won. Because I've got a saint on my team.
And you wrote biographies for each of them.
Because I'm interested in science, people, and I wanted to inform you with correct information.
So, why don't you have a fossil on the table, why don't you explain what that is?
So I have a fossil collection.
Actually,
people.
that's all the time we have for you today. Thank you so very much for tuning in.
So rude. I have a fossil collection, people. I've got a mammoth leg bone. I think it's really cool. Father thinks I'm a nerd, and that's okay. But I've got a giant fossil collection. If you want to see it, I'm not going to show you all of it. But I've got a mammoth leg bone because I think fossils are cool. And now that I know that I've got a saint behind my back about how cool fossils are, I'm pretty on par with life right now.
Nice.
So, but these are just some of the Catholic saints. Here
We
I
keep
am.
saying saints.
We keep saying saints, but
Just
these
Catholic people.
Catholic people. But there are some saints involved. But I think what's cool, I think why we keep saying that is because you can still strive for holiness and be involved in the scientific field. And that's what saints do. They strive for holiness. And there are lay people, there are people that aren't saints yet, that they are small s saints, that strive for holiness and are striving in the scientific field to bring knowledge to us, to help us to understand more about the natural world. And this is just 4 of those people. There's a ginormous list of people who are contributing to the scientific field. They did back then and they are now, and it's really cool. And so you can still be involved in your faith and involved in science.
Yeah, I think that too often we think that religion and science don't go together, but religion and science help each other out. Mm-hmm. And next week we're going to talk about what happens when you don't have religion backing up science, and what happens to science and how it becomes corrupted. You need both. Religion and science go together. So we'll be talking about that more next week. And find your own Catholic person who is also a scientist, and maybe learn more about them, because there's so many out there.
There are, so.
And we have our official sign-off now
Yes.
that we are at the end of Coffee Talk.
This show is powered on coffee and Jesus.
And don't forget that Jesus loves you a latte.